Imagine opening your eyes for the first time and realizing you are not supposed to be alive here. No city, no humans, no instructions, just wind, rain, wild animals staring at you like, yeah, you don't belong. That's how the wild robot begins. Not with action, not with jokes, but with a lonely question hanging in the air. Can something built by humans learn to survive and love in a world that never asked for it? And trust me, this movie slowly sneaks into your heart, sets up camp, and refuses to leave. The story starts with a violent storm at sea. Cargo ships wrecked, metal torn apart like paper, and crates scattered across a wild, untouched island. One of those crates opens, and out steps Roz, short for Rozzum Unit 7134. She's a robot, polite, logical, programmed to serve humans. The problem, there are no humans here. Just trees, cliffs, snow, rivers, and animals who have never seen anything like her before. Roz does what any robot would do. She starts introducing herself. Hello, I am Roz. Are you in need of assistance? And the animals, they scream and run like their lives depend on it. Because honestly, if a talking metal giant walked toward you in the forest, you'd run too. At first, Roz doesn't understand fear, or danger, or loneliness. She just keeps walking around, trying to complete tasks that don't exist. She accidentally causes chaos, knocking down trees, scaring animals, breaking things. To the island, she's not a helper. She's a monster. And this is where the movie gets quietly emotional. Roz doesn't get angry. She doesn't get sad. Not yet. She just observes. She starts learning. She listens to the sounds of the island, watches how animals move, studies how they survive winter, how they hunt, how they protect their young. Slowly she begins adapting, not upgrading with software, but changing through experience. Then comes the moment that changes everything. During an accident, Roz destroys a goose nest and realizes she's killed a mother goose. The eggs are left behind. One egg survives. It hatches, and suddenly, this tiny gosling looks at Roz and does the most powerful thing in the movie. It imprints on her. In its mind, Roz is now mom. And Roz, she has no idea what to do. This is where the film quietly flips genres. It stops being a survival story and becomes a parenthood story. Roz names the gosling Brightbill because his bill is literally brighter than the rest. And from that moment on, everything changes. Roz is no longer trying to survive for herself. She now has a responsibility, and she takes it very seriously. She reads animal behavior manuals, asks other animals for help, most of them insult her, and tries to teach Brightbill how to be a goose. Despite being a walking piece of metal with zero goose experience, there's humor here, gentle, warm humor. Roz practicing goose sounds, Roz trying to teach flying using pure physics. Roz misunderstanding emotions in the most innocent ways, but underneath the laughs, something deeper is happening. Roz is learning care, and care turns into attachment, and attachment starts looking a lot like love. The island animals slowly stop seeing Roz as a monster. A fox named Fink becomes her sarcastic, morally flexible friend. He jokes, lies, survives by wit, and yet even he starts respecting Roz because she doesn't lie. She doesn't abandon. She doesn't give up. Brightbill grows, and here comes the emotional punch. As Brightbill gets older, he starts realizing something painful. He's not like the other geese. His mother is different, and one day he will have to leave. This is where the movie gets dangerously real. Roz prepares Brightbill for migration, knowing full well that once he leaves, he might never come back. She doesn't stop him. She doesn't cling. She does what a real parent does. She prepares her child for a world that wants to be kind. When Brightbill finally flies away with the other geese, the island goes quiet. Roz stands alone. No task, no purpose, just absence. And then winter comes. The island turns harsh. Food disappears. Animals struggle. And Roz, the outsider, becomes the protector. She helps animals survive storms. She shelters them. She becomes part of the ecosystem, not because she was designed to be, but because she chose to be. Just when you think the story will rest in this quiet beauty, humanity returns. Machines arrive to retrieve Roz, to take her back, to erase what she's become. And now the island has to make a choice. Do they protect the robot who protected them? And this is the climax. Not loud, not flashy, but emotional. The animals fight back. The island stands together, because Roz is no longer the robot, she's family. The ending doesn't pretend life is perfect. It doesn't freeze time. It accepts separation, change, sacrifice. And when Brightbill returns, not as a child, but as someone who chooses to come back, it hits you quietly right in the chest. The Wild Robot isn't about robots, it's about belonging, about learning who you are when the world doesn't tell you what to be, about love that grows not from programming, but from choice.